Hello, I'm Wafflestick, and welcome back to my Minecraft survival series here on the WayStone server. We are currently on Season 2, Episode 27. I'm down here in my farm room. We are sitting around, not doing much. I had just went through an AFK session, and I had done some soundproofing, so I'm hoping it sounds a little bit better than what it did. But let's go over here to our chests and see what kind of things we have in our boxes. I already had checked the melon one. We're doing quite well with it. For cacti, we almost have a full double chest. For sugarcane, we're getting close to half a double chest. Got plenty of melons. And getting kind of low on the pumpkins, but that's expected because they're just not a big rate of production. And this is a miscellaneous chest with nothing in it, item overflow chest. I had done this to center up the room, and I think it looks a lot better like this. Now, today I want to work on a permanent base build. Now, I know I have built our first house over near spawn, and this house as well, and we've been investing time in it. But I want to build a big permanent base, a mega build, compared to these builds that I'm not very satisfied with. I don't know what it is. Our first build just kind of came out looking weird, and also the modern home, because I wanted to do something different, and it ended up just kind of looking crummy. I'm more, I guess, specialized in symmetrical builds compared to this off-center modern home kind of stuff. It just seems kind of bland. And when we see decorations like this, it just makes me want to do it more. So I'm going to pop off today's video with a time lapse to give us a good foundation of where we're going with our new base. And I think you guys will be pretty impressed because I've already done it. Before we continue our project, I wanted to introduce you to one of my new family members. We now have Night Eyes. Seems like the lead has broke somehow. I wonder if they just break the lead randomly. This is Night Eyes. If you don't understand the reference, then you probably haven't read any of Robin Hobb's novels. And she has a great trilogy called the Farseer Trilogy. I recommend the read. It's really good. Let's bring him back over here so that he'll stay over here, hopefully. I don't know how that lead got broke. To continue on, I believe we need some birch wood to do the intersecting part of the build. I mean, look how big this place is from over here on the shoreline. Holy cow. Oh, it looks so awesome from over here, and it's going to look even more awesome once we get more segments into the build. I'm going through the tedious process of transforming this into a more circular pattern, but it's not necessarily circular the way I have things set up. So let me go ahead and get these bottom slabs like this, and then go over here and plug in this slab. And I believe I'll have this bridge pretty much connected now. Let's go ahead and remove that. And this is this design that we've sort of got going on. I will be removing this birch here. I'm just using it as guidelines until we do get all of our flooring in. But I wanted to keep the consistency of the concrete blocks and also the glass. So kind of keeping that style while we build this thing. So it looks pretty cool from up here. I haven't really taken a look from down here whenever we do have, okay, we have all of the slabs broke. And those will be removed, those slabs behind those glass blocks. And we're also connecting this to the outer ring just to make it look a little bit more cohesive. I like it. There's a lot of space and there's a lot of room to build stuff, and that's what my intentions were, because really we don't have a lot of space at our other bases like this. After some continued work, I had just gotten lost in this project. I will be honest with you, sometimes I get so excited about doing projects that I sort of forget to record, and well, this is the result of it. It looks so pretty. I don't know about the birch leaves, but I had put something there to block all of those ugly blocks that you see underneath. If we were to go up here, this would give us a little bit of a preview of what we have. This whole area is lit up, so we don't have to worry about mobs spawning and attacking us. Also, something else I would like to point out, I don't know if it looks that great, but I know orange and blue look pretty good together. Like, I put some orange blocks in here, and I'm not sure if I like it or not. Let me switch over to my camera account, and we will take a look to see how it looks from above. Camera account is in, and wow, that looks so cool from above, to me anyway. Whoa, it's trippy in a way. I think this is going to make for a good thumbnail, like something like this. Oh, doesn't that look nice? I love how that's just a subtle platform. You can't really tell that it raises up whenever you're above it. Oh, that looks good. I like the way this has turned out. I am surprised I had put that much work into it. All the different blocks, you've got all the orange, different concrete blocks in there. And then we have the birch leaves. I'm impressed. Looks very good from above. I wonder what it looks like on a map. That'd be a cool thing to check in the future. Okay, so everything's freshed up. I've got some rockets now. We have the chicken, and I've got a bunch of wood as well with some blocks here and there kind of working with it. But I want to work on a new segment of the base, and that's going to be the storage area. A really large junk storage area. It's not necessarily going to be an item sorter, because I just don't feel like it right now. I think maybe that could come a little bit later. But right now, I really need a place to start storing stuff. And I'm going to put the ring right here. It's not going to be as big as this ring. A little bit smaller and needs to come out even. Double blocks like this. So I had thought that spiders and mobs wouldn't spawn on there, but it looks like I missed something over there. That's a little bit concerning. I'm in the middle of working on this circle. I'd say it's going quite smoothly. Looks like things are going to line up just fine. So we got 4 here. And now we need to do 3 and then 2. And well, we're going to continue this a few more times. I'm just going to kind of show you what I go through. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need one more 2. And then we need to convert this to a 3. So 1, 2. But these are going to be 32 blocks in diameter. I thought that would be a cool little compromise for this. Since we have this set to 64, why not do this half the size of that circle, just to save us a little bit more work. And not only that, we'll keep it a mega build like this, because I have a feeling the things we're going to be doing on these bays, which I'm going to be calling it bays, aren't going to be insanely huge. So definitely having something in the means of that. We're going to have a darker circle going around like this around it. I believe it'll provide for a big enough size for what we need it for. I find that using leaves to place these blocks makes it much easier. If you haven't tried leaves for scaffolding, it is amazing because, well, it doesn't take very long to mine all the stuff. And not only that, but you don't have to worry about losing leaf blocks because they're not really that valuable. So if we were to put this block in and take our shears and just go around, they get mined very fast. We just lose them in the void. Don't have to worry about them anymore. Just going to let them dissipate down there. And that's how I've been going about making my rings. Wow, I just love the dark and the blue together. I think that looks so good. But let's go ahead and finish up this circle and see if we can get that bridge in and just get an idea of what we have to work with when it comes to our storage system. Bridge has been put in. Oh, yes, that looks nice. And especially if we were to come out here and just take a look. Oh, it looks so cool. We're gonna have to look at this again on with our camera account a little bit later, but right now I need to go ahead like this and place in double chests all the way down on both sides, and that's going to be quite tedious because I still have to collect all the wood. Hopefully my axe will not run out. Light blue, birch wood, all of the consistency in this design is looking lovely. I'm kind of putting things together. Our storage system's coming. I had thought that I'd had enough chests when I went over to the other biome to collect all of them. I was trying a few terracotta blocks, didn't really like the design of that. But this is the design I'm going with. I really love how this looks with this. This in particular is my favorite part. The only bad thing about that is it doesn't feel columned. There's not much column work going on there because that is just so short. So we still see the chest, but it gives it more of a modern vibe, which isn't too bad because, well, everything out here looks quite modern. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm gonna have to do some kind of design over here to block the chest, just so it looks a little bit more fitting. The storage system is pretty much complete now. We have both sets, so we have a bunch of chests to store things in. But the only problem about this is, well, we don't have a lot of filling over here. So we have on this side a very empty space, and over here as well. If someone could give me some suggestions on what I could do to fill in the area a bit, that would be very awesome. I'm just not really sure what to do as of right now. I believe a little bit more decor is needed at the end of this, so let's go ahead and get to that. And I believe we'll be getting closer to the end of the episode. I feel like these little smelteries must be in every area that I have storage. They're just very useful because I could just pop things in here once I do go mining or something, and it just looks a lot better. And having those just smelting up in the background feels pretty darn good. Let me just go ahead and put it like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and put our hoppers in here, and then we need some hoppers going right there with chests on top of that, but it looks like I'm getting pretty close to running out of chests. Hey, wood in here? By any chance, none in my shulker box? Oh, there's chests. On the regular chest too. How lucky is that? Let's go ahead and do up here and parkour. Boom. Okay, now we do have our smeltery on both sides. Of course, I'm feeling that we're going to be making a really large one in the base somewhere, but these should do for like mining trips. Just pop them in there and have them there. And I'm going to have like this crafting table here. I don't know about anvils. I think I'm just going to do another area for that stuff. Added some structure to the area, and I was going to put another line of glass panes, but I think that looks fine. I like the view. We got this little glass pane to prevent us from falling when we're back here. And I need to put some right there, and I think that's going to finish up the structure of the design, and perhaps the whole design in general. Just got to figure out something to fill in these areas when we get a point, or maybe we don't have to. Let's go back up top here, up in the sky, if we can get out. I'll just jump off. Too much trouble. But coming back, wow, this area looks pretty crazy. It looks like Toucane's is back. He's working on something, so may have to end this clip just a little bit soon. Wow, I love it over here. This is cool. Just about finished with the area. We're going to go ahead and put our lighting in, that we won't have any mobs spawning on us and giving us some surprises. Let's go ahead and pop this out right here, and then we need to put our glowstone there. I think there's only one more spot I gotta get, so that should be over here, but perhaps having some glowstone right here wouldn't hurt as well. I'm just picking these little spots out that ooh, okay. See you, furnaces. Nice knowing you. Good thing it wasn't anything super important. Or I would have to dive down and go for it. Right here. This block right here should be our last glowstone. Okay. Is that our storage area pretty much complete? Because I feel like we have exhausted all the things that we could really do in this area so far. Until someone gives me some ideas for that area. I feel like I may have to redesign a little bit of this because it's a little bit tall. Yeah, maybe we should take this off because it just doesn't look that great, does it? It's too high up. Okay. Believe we are there, guys. Think that is it. We go way back here and take a look. Take these out because I used to get up on top. Now let's take a look and see how bulky it looks from above. So we have this. Oh yeah, that looks much better. The light blue just didn't really fit in. Oh yeah, that looks cool. I love it. It took some work, but I think we finally have it. Our storage bay. And now that could be left behind and we could take a look over here. What else we can work with. I may reveal some of my plans before we do end off today's episode. So we do have a lot to work with. We got a lot of space over here. I think we may end up having to do some terraforming. Not really sure how that's going to work because we have this. We may have to go down a layer with the sand. But I wanted to do some farms, of course, but not just any kind of farms. Not the smaller ones like we have usually been doing. I want to do big farms. Like we need sugarcane is a big one. So doing maybe a sugarcane farm or something of that sort. Maybe even having like a farm bay. But then again, we need also an iron farm that's very efficient compared to what we do have. But I probably wouldn't put as much effort into recording those as I did in the previous episodes. I'll probably do more of an aesthetic episode on those farms because we want to make them look really cool because we have a grand area. And of course, the infamous mob farm. We may actually have to put up here. I'm not really sure. Still contemplating on these things. I'd say we're pretty much done with today's episode because everything has been complete as far as the bay goes up here. Last but not least, we can end off today's episode with a night clip. So, hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. We will be seeing you in next episode. Wow, we've got a lot done, guys. We are a quarter of our way done with our mega build because we have the main area right here. We have our storage bay, and now we need to do 3 more bays. But then maybe it's not a quarter way done because we got above it as well. We could do the design any way we really wanted to. If we wanted to extend it to a second layer or even 5 layers, I mean, we could do that. It's kind of open to us because we have so much room out here. It's beautiful. But I will go ahead and dip off. You guys take care. Have a fantastic day. See you in a video later down the road.